What's up, grinders? Welcome back to the series. So we are doing the, what are we up to? 750-hour Dreaming Spanish update. This video series has now hit 16 videos long. It has been going for over a year. One of the most insane, language challenges I've ever done in my life, okay? Anyway, you can see my last update was 2 weeks ago, so how the hell am I giving you another 50-hour update? That's absolutely insane. Yes, it is. I have been smashing out the hours. I've been doing 3, maybe 4 hours some days, although some days I've dropped down to 1 hour, right here. But, you know, this week right here, I was going hard, bro. I was David Goggins in this shit. Now, why was I doing it so hard? Well, it's simple, because in about a month, I'm going to go to China for 3 weeks, and during that time while I'm over there, obviously, I'm not going to be sitting in my hotel room doing Spanish for hours on end. I'm going to be out there using Chinese on the street type of thing. So, I figured I would try to get as much Spanish time in now before I head over, so while I'm over there and I'm not clocking up time, you know, it kind of balances things out for the overall duration of the experiment. So that's why I have been absolutely smashing it, but obviously you guys get some awesome updates, I guess, in the meantime. But I do want to talk about a recent live stream. So I did a live stream, a birthday stream. I do live streams every now and then, not too frequent. Over the last 2 weeks, I've actually been pretty frequent, but this one was 4 hours, and I actually did some Spanish during that. Now, I did some Spanish. That means, people ask me questions about my Spanish progression, and I showed them. So if you want to go check that out, you can. Anyway, someone left a comment on here, which this comment was left after the live stream, so I figured I'd read it out to you all. This is kind of interesting. You did something amazing while saying a word in Spanish that I'd like to comment on. Long comment though, sorry. At 2 hours, 50 minutes, and 42 seconds, you said ALG hasn't helped you to make a sound yet. I was commenting about the fact that I still struggle to make the rolled R sound. I've struggled before Spanish, and even now. I actually think I made some massive headway just randomly yesterday. I was watching a video. It wasn't even related to Spanish, and someone was just talking about the rolled R sound. And they said, you know, just don't try hard when you do it. Just let your tongue relax. And I was like, well, I've tried that before, haven't I? And then I went, ro. And I was like, wait, I think that worked. And then I was like, perro. Holy shit, it's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out, boys. It's coming out. We've got the rolled R coming. And I was thinking about other words that are rolled R. So it's corre, corre. Oh, yeah, baby. So it's it's starting to get a lot easier to make that sound now. Now, maybe that's due to the fact that I've listened to hundreds of hours of Spanish and my brain's just got used to the sound. But that one video, I can't even remember what the video was. But anyway, it's one of those things where you've probably heard many times before, but then you finally action upon it. The person literally just saying, just don't try make the sound when you're doing it. Just let your tongue do its thing. And yeah, it just randomly came out. Anyway, they were saying here, at this point, at 20 minutes and 14, when you said the word for castle, you casually pronounced one of the hardest, if not the hardest sound in Spanish, because it's one of the last 2 phonemes Spanish natives show in their speaking without even noticing it. So apparently, your boy smashed it. Your boy fucking smashed it. Anyway, he's pointing this out because I was talking about, you know, why I don't think the rules of ALG are actually that smart overall. And I was making jokes about the fact that, you know, I've got 31,000 plus hours in English and I still suck. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm willing to guess that you didn't even know that this sound existed. Yes, he's talking about this sound right up here. I didn't know. You guys can go watch this video if you want. Whoops, almost deleted that. No, don't do that. You can go watch that and see if this is actually true. But he's just pointing out that I'm casually just pronouncing a sound, which, to be honest, I have no idea what that sound is. So I guess I'm doing something right. You're not the first either. An ALGer I've found made a post called 1,800 Hours of Learning a Language Through Comprehensible Input Update. I actually had a Spanish person remark that I made the apical S sound that Spaniards do. I had no idea what she was on about until I looked it up and realized it is that sort of whistling S in the northern central Spaniards make, which Latin folks don't seem to do. I've listened to so much content from Spain. That's just how it came out of the mouth to begin with, without me even knowing what it was trying to imitate. So this person, obviously big supporter of ALG method, the automatic language growth method. And here they go. If you think ALG hasn't helped you with the trilled R, consider it maybe because you have done the exact opposite to try to learn it that you did for the apical S. So they're saying the reason I can randomly pronounce this S sound, which I'm not even aware I'm not pronouncing, is because I'm not focusing on it. And the reason I struggle with the R sound, the trilled R sound, is because I am focusing on it. Well, I think this would be a hard point, a hard sales point, because I'm a person who's learnt languages before I tried this ALG channel and shit, okay? And if the rule is that if you've tried, you're never going to successfully be able to do it, well, then that means anyone who's tried to learn a language before coming to ALG will fail. because, well, everyone's tried at some point, right? So it's like only people who have never tried to learn a language look into a language and then try ALG would be successful. And I think that's pretty sad if that's actually true. That just basically means that no one is ever able to look at a textbook of any kind or anything like that. Now, also, I've had comments, requests, people saying, Evildea, how well do you pick up on grammar in Spanish? Because you seem to be just getting everything from contextual clues. That is a good question. Realistically, I'm not really sure what I know about Spanish grammar, because a lot of the time it does feel it's very contextual. Like I am just picking up things because like I know enough words that I can kind of smash it together and know what they're trying to say. And then when I translate, people are like, oh, golf clap, you did really well. And it's like, yeah, well, I guess I am contextually just picking up so much that I can kind of tell you what it means. But at other times, I'm way off the mark. So I'll do translations for things. People are like, that's nothing what they said. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm wrong then. So it is weird. Now, when it comes to the question of grammar, people have asked me, do you pick up the present, future, past tense, all that stuff? No. I have no idea how the tense system works, I'll be honest. I do know that there's a gender system, a male and female. I'm not sure if there is a neutral gender, you know, like what Germans got or anything. I think I can recognize, like I've recognized them in the past. For example, male ends in an O sound, females in an A sound. And I'm guessing that is true based on the fact that that's, you know, what niño and niña, you know, they end in. And I've kind of just extrapolated that upon all other words where I hear that sound. Obviously, that does not apply to adjectives. Adjectives, there seems to be some weird stuff going on there. I don't know. I do know that verb conjugations are manipulated based on plurality and based on, you know, they link with the subject. I can tell you that much, but I don't know how they conjugate. Like, I don't know the specifics of it. I do know that when you're in present tense, things end in an or, and that's just because there's lots of set little phrases that I've just kind of memorized from gaming video channels, like let's plays and stuff, where I'll hear people say, no tengo dinero, you know, I don't have money, or tengo hambre, I'm hungry, or like just like other stuff. And like there's like set small constructs like para tú, which I think is like for you. I'm not sure, but like there's random little constructs that are kind of just popping out now, and lots of just individual bespoke words. And the most random individual bespoke words, which is obviously based on the type of content I'm consuming, but would absolutely serve no purpose in real life, like balas, you know, bullets. Like, I'm not going to need that in Spanish, hopefully, type of thing. So yeah, that's where I am grammar-wise. I don't know anything about how the actual conjugation system realistically works. And I guess that's going to be the case until I start reading, at least. But anyway, let's get back to doing some exploration. So let's go watch some content. Let's get out of the intermediate range for once, and we'll swap over to the advanced range. But we'll go difficulty and we'll knock it right down to the low difficulty of advanced.
Que vimos animales. Fue cuando llegamos a Sudáfrica que manejamos desde el aeropuerto de Johannesburgo.
Okay, so she's saying when she traveled to South Africa, when she drove from the airport and the location, I don't know what the location's name is.
Hasta un parque cerca del Parque Kruger.
So she went to a park that's close to the park of Kruger, whatever that is.
Donde nosotros íbamos a pasar la noche.
Okay, so that's the place where they passed the night.
Y ni siquiera esperábamos ver animales ese día. Era como que el safari era el día siguiente.
Okay, so she's saying that, okay, it's a little bit scattered there, but, you know, she wanted to see the animals like in a safari or the day after or something. If I go back, I might be able to translate that a bit better.
Y ni siquiera esperábamos ver animales.
Okay, we were hoping to see animals
ese día. Era como
in that day, maybe?
Como que el safari era
like in a safari.
El día siguiente.
But then maybe in the day afterwards? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what siguiente means. I think it means like after, but I'm not sure.
Pero no. O sea, estábamos manejando y miramos para el costado y de la nada había cebras.
Okay, so she was saying while they were driving, they looked and then they saw zebras. There was a little bit that I missed in there.
Y bueno.
Okay.
Y por eso saqué esta foto y me
And that's why she took this photo.
encanta. Me parece
And she loves it.
una de las mejores fotos del viaje.
And she thinks it's one of the best photos of the trip.
Junto con esta,
and together with that,
viene mi selfie con las cebras.
And take a look at my selfie with the zebras.
Está muy buena.
It's so
O
good.
sea, soy yo con cebras.
It's me with zebras.
No sé, siento que es muy única.
She feels that it's really unique.
O sea, es una foto muy loca.
It's one photo that's really crazy.
¿Quién tiene una selfie con cebras?
I think she was saying to have or wants to have a photo like with zebras, like to have a photo with zebras. I don't know.
Cebras no en un zoológico, ¿eh?
Okay, so it's zebras that aren't in a zoo.
Cebras libres
Okay, so they're free zebras. They're roaming free.
en su entorno.
And I'm not sure what entorno means. Like, maybe like in the environment or so? I don't know.
Es muy único.
It's really unique.
Así que por eso me gusta también esta foto.
And for that reason, that's why she likes the photo. Okay, let's try something else. So that seems within comprehensibility range. Okay, so we're going to go up a level to, let's go to here. We're going to try jump to that. By the way, I forgot to mention this. Why am I just watching her? Because I'm trying to develop this accent. And it is working. Like, I will say things like sure, castillo, I will say caballo, you know, like like these words are coming to me with an Argentinian accent. I want to develop an Argentinian accent because I figure if I'm going to be doing a test, an experiment that's meant to help me develop a more native-like thinking and, you know, even accent in the long run, that's what the whole reason why people is interested in this method, then I'm going to go for a specific accent most people don't go for to see if it actually does work. That's the whole point.
Hola a todos, bienvenidos. Cerca del año 1810.
Okay, I was going to try translate the date for you then, but it's right there on the screen.
Año también en el que los representantes del pueblo se reunieron justamente en ese edificio.
Okay, so she's saying something about the town being maybe hosted specifically in this building. Let me just rehear that.
Esta forma cerca del año 1810.
So it's around 1810.
Año también en el que los representantes del pueblo se
Okay, so the representatives of the town.
reunieron justamente
Okay, so they met together just in this like building right here.
en ese edificio, en el Cabildo, para comenzar la Revolución de Mayo.
Okay, so they met in this building to start a revolution of Mazorca or whatever. I'm guessing it's the location name.
Para comenzar la lucha por la independencia de Argentina.
Okay, so this is where they started the fight for the independence of Argentina. Argentina. I don't know why that word trips me up. Argentina. It trips me up in English for some reason. I always feel like saying Argentina. Maybe because like Augustinian. It's just affected my English.
Hoy en día, el Cabildo es un museo.
And now she's saying in like nowadays, it's like a museum. But there was a tiny bit in there that I didn't quite get. Okay, there's music there, so we'll jump ahead.
El sol en el medio, la versión
Okay, so she's talking about the sun in the middle.
original no tenía el sol.
Okay, so the original didn't have the sun, so I guess she's talking about the flag.
El sol se agregó oficialmente años después.
So she's saying that the flag, and agregó, I think it means like to be like added to or something along those lines. Like I've heard this word before, but I haven't quite pinned it down. But it was added years later, the flag, to the flag.
En el año 1818.
So it was added in 18, let me just rehear that.
Oficialmente años después, en el año 1818.
1828. I think it was 1828.
La bandera argentina tiene dos franjas celestes, una blanca.
Okay, so she's saying that the Argentinian flag has two things. I'm guessing maybe the stripes.
Y hay muchas teorías de qué significan estos colores.
Okay, and she's saying that there's many theories about what is the significance of those colors.
¿Por qué es celeste y blanca?
Okay, so why is it like heavenly and white or celeste? I'm guessing that's like heavenly, like maybe blue, because it sounds similar to sky.
La más aceptada es que tiene que ver con el cielo.
Okay, and she's saying the most accepted, I guess, theory is because it looks like the sky.
Muy fácil,
Very easy.
como el cielo y las nubes.
So like the sky and the clouds.
Y después tenemos el sol.
And then after that, it had the sun.
El sol Inti o el sol de mayo es
So the sun of Indy, maybe that's like the Incas? That would be weird.
Es un sol que significa la creación o el nacimiento de un nuevo pueblo.
Okay, so the sun signifies the birth or the creation of a new town.
Para mí, la bandera argentina es muy linda.
So for her, she really likes the flag of Argentina.
Y no lo digo por ser argentina,
And that's not because she's an Argentinian.
de verdad, es que me gusta el color celeste como pastel.
She likes the color celeste, which is, I'm guessing, like skyly blue or heavenly blue, and I'm not sure what pastel means, but if you're using English, it sounds like, like the pastels type of thing.
Pero bueno, en los comentarios pueden decir qué opinan ustedes.
And in the comment section down below, you can tell me what your opinion is. Okay, so that's her. What I will do now is let's go up one more level. Let's go one more level. We'll go to mid-range advanced videos. Things that went wrong during my Africa trip. Okay, let's try this.
Media en Zanzíbar y tener que ir al baño.
Okay, so she was going somewhere and then she needed to go to the bathroom, I think?
Porque además, ese era el problema, chicos.
So she was saying that this was a problem, guys.
Yo me sentía bien, yo estaba perfecta.
I felt good, perfect.
Hasta que de la nada era tipo, corre, hermana, corre.
Okay, so she was saying until something, and then she had to run. Corre, 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 corre. Sorry, I can't help myself there.
Tipo, no podía aguantar un segundo, ¿ok? Era tipo, vamos a
So she couldn't even, wait 1 second.
decirlo. Era tipo, me cago.
So this is harder. I don't know why this is harder. And this is really annoying me when I hit pause and this keeps popping up.
O sea, me cago y me cagaba.
I don't know what that word is, and it's driving me insane. That category or whatever it is. I've been hearing that word a lot recently. It's popping up a lot more in video. It's probably not popping up more, but my brain's just noticing it more. I don't know what it means. Maybe in the next update, I'll finally know what it means, but my brain is recognizing it popping up a lot more. Anyway, so I think this is probably the level at which I'm starting to struggle. So it's like the advanced videos at this level right here. So I'm around the mid-range of the advanced videos, I guess, but I'm still watching mainly intermediate and lower advanced videos, but also stuff that's off platform, such as Spanish Boost Gaming. Anyway, guys, we are now at the end of this video, and if you like what I do, you like my experiments and stuff on this channel, and you want to support me, you can. There is a way to support me, okay? So right under this video, there will be a big fat join button. If you hit join, you can join our membership, and I actually plan to have unique videos and stuff that will be available to members. At the moment, I've got some unique videos in Esperanto where I'm just talking, I'm doing video reviews in Esperanto, but in the future, I will have unique videos for Spanish, my possible future Japanese challenge if Mikkel jumps on board, and also, Chinese videos where I'll be just talking in Chinese. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this and you want to see more content in the future, make sure you join as a member, and I'll see you all in the next video. And even if you don't want to be a member, make sure you sub to the channel where I will find you and I will eat your face.